Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For this week's library book haul, I borrowed 12 picture books for my daughter. But first, I want to apologize for the lighting because I'm filming it from my desk at night. I wanted to film it this afternoon, but my daughter woke up early from her nap, so that's why I'm doing it now. And you can see all these shadows, and it's from my desk because that's the brightest section of the room right now. Also because I'm so excited to share these books with you, that's why I want to film this before, I get too busy later on during the week. So moving on, the first book I have here is by Anna Dewdney called Llama Llama Misses Mama. This book is about little llama's first day in school. If you have a kid who is facing a similar experience, this would be a great book to read to them to show them what happens and how it's going to be all right in the end. So I'm going to flip through the pages for you. If you're not familiar with Anna Dewdney's books, her books are filled with colorful pictures, short rhyming sentences that are really catchy and fun. There are also words that are colored where you can point out and explain to them. I'm not 100% sure if that's the reason why it's colored, but I do it anyway. So here we have little llama getting ready for school. Mama is waking him up for school. And here we have him getting ready. His mama drops him off at his new class and soon leaves. Like most kids who are shy, he begins to separate himself from the rest of the kids, and soon he starts to miss his mama. So we have here all the kids are participating, but he isn't, and he feels sad because he misses his mama. The teacher tries to reassure little llama that his mama will be right back and encourages him to join in. Soon he begins to participate and even enjoy himself. Later, his mama picks him up and he is excited to see her. He says goodbye to his friends and his new teacher and goes home with his mama. So in the end, he loves school and will be back again the next day. So it's a really nice story. I would really recommend this book if you have any kids that are just about to start school, and this will help to prepare them. The next book is also by the same author called Llama Llama, Mad at Mama. So this book is about how little llama is not having fun during his mother's grocery shopping time. Now we all know what that's like, so this is a really good book to read to kids to show them how it could be fun. As usual, the sentences rhyme and there are colored words here and there to point out. So here we have little llama not enjoying himself with his mama grocery shopping. He finds the experience to be noisy, smelly, and altogether boring. He'd rather be home where he could play. And because he's not having fun, he starts to become mad at mama. So before long, he throws a tantrum and starts throwing things out of the cart. Mama Llama tries to calm little llama and explain to little llama that she knows shopping is boring, but at least they get to spend time together. So what does mama do? She tries to make it a team effort in shopping. She lets him help push the cart. So that's one of the ways to make things fun for them. In the end, they left the store in a better mood, and hopefully little llama loves shopping than before. So a really great book to try to let your kids know the fun side of grocery shopping. Okay, on to the next book. This one is also by the same author called Llama Llama, Home with Mama. So this book is about how little llama is not feeling well and how crappy he feels. So Mama Llama spends the day taking care of little llama, and after a good nap, he feels much better. But it looks like Mama Llama caught whatever he had and she starts to feel crappy. Because she isn't feeling that great, she couldn't really entertain little llama and he begins to feel bored. Look at that face. So what does little llama do? He thinks the best thing is for his mama to rest and feel better, because that's what he went through. So he goes around the house doing the same thing his mama did for him, like bringing tissues, cup of water, all sorts of things. And in the end, he enjoys his time taking care of his mama because he gets to spend time with her while he is at it. A really nice book to read to your kids when they are not feeling well. This one is called Love Monster by Rachel Bright. This book is about how when you least expect it, love finds you. So the character is a monster, and monsters are funny looking as described by the author. Now he lives in a world filled with cute fluffy things, and all the kids love that sort of thing. They don't usually love a monster. So the monster decides to search for somebody that would love him for the way he is. He searched everywhere and even has a list of places to look. Let's see, where is that list? There, see? He has a list. But it didn't go well, and soon he starts to feel really sad and depressed. But as he was about to get onto a bus, he meets with somebody that looks like him, that loves him. A really cute, happy ending story, but in my opinion, is not by all means representing what the real world is like. Like, I mean, a monster will only be loved by another monster. I don't think this book is sending the right message. However, it is a cute story, and maybe at the end of the book you can explain to your kids that it's just a story and that in real life people will like you no matter what you look like. So would I recommend this book? Not really, but it's a really fun book to read, so I'll leave that decision up to you. Besides, it has some really colorful, cute pictures to look at, and it teaches about the opposites, inside, outside. You know, there are other things you could point out to that would make this book enjoyable. I also borrowed another book by the same author because, you know, the library had it right beside the book, and I was just grabbing books while watching my daughter in the library, you know, because she's running around on the floor, and I don't really have much time to really go through the books in detail. So this one is called Love Monster and the Scary Something by Rachel Bright as well. Now this book is about how at night in the dark everything seems spookier than it really is, and especially when you can't go to sleep. So Monster is feeling scared and is imagining all kinds of things. He starts to hear all kinds of noises, and because he is huddled in bed, he doesn't know what is making that noise or where it's coming from. So see, he imagines that noise is coming from a big, ugly monster climbing up the stairs. So in the end, Monster decides to be brave and find out what is the source of his fear. Turns out it was just his neighbor, a cute little bunny. So the little bunny explains what was going on before and why he came to the house. They laughed over how silly the whole situation was, and they spent the night together until they fell asleep. A really nice story to try to explain to your kids that there's really nothing to be afraid about at night, and also to be brave and face their fears, because oftentimes it isn't what they imagine it to be. So I would really recommend this book. The next book I have here is called Mustache by Barnett. The illustrations are really gorgeous, wonderfully drawn and funny looking, especially some of the expressions on the character's face. This book is about a very vain and uncaring king who goes around admiring his own looks, not bothering to take care of his people in his kingdom. The people started to get tired of this, and they go on strike demanding for things to be fixed. So what does the king do? He puts up a giant banner of himself and completely ignores his people's demands. The next day it was discovered a mustache was drawn on his banner. The king got upset and put many posters around demanding for the culprit to be captured. Now on these posters there were pictures of his face on it, and soon mustaches started appearing on every single one of them. And it turns out that the people in the village drew the mustache. Look at that, they're all posing in front of the poster. The king decides to trap the culprit and offers to forgive whoever that reveals himself. Now everybody, of course, confessed to doing it, and the king punishes all of them by putting them all in jail. The jail was so big, it was basically a whole new village, but everybody was happy because everything was newly built and in good condition. The king, unfortunately, wasn't happy. In the end, the king drew a mustache on his own face and thought to himself that it looked pretty good. A really cute and funny read to entertain the kids. It really pays to be nice, that's for sure. The next book is called Virgil and Owen Stick Together by Paulette Bogan. Now this book is about friendship between two different personalities. So there's a polar bear and a penguin. Penguin likes to go fast, but polar bear likes to take his time. There are a lot of differences. The illustrations are really cute but simple. The sentences are also short. Now polar bear was trying to tell a story, but penguin ruins the ending. So look at that, polar bear is not liking that at all. So after a while, this annoyed the polar bear so much that he got angry with his friend. Penguin soon realizes how polar bear likes to do things differently and apologizes and starts to be considerate. A really nice story to teach kids how to be good friends with each other, especially when they have differences. This book is called King Baby by Kate Beaton. It's pretty similar to Boss Baby if you've read that. The illustrations are simpler, the fonts are big, sentences are short. So the story is similar, that it shows how being the baby is like being a king or a boss, demanding for a lot of attention. Now the baby wanted something, but his parents couldn't understand what he wanted, so he decided to get it himself. Soon he could crawl, and then he could stand and walk, and then he grew up. Now while he was learning to do things on his own, he started to feel sorry for his parents, because they don't have things to do now that he's doing everything himself now. But there's a twist in the end. It turns out he is getting a baby sister, Queen Baby. So that's the ending of the story. A really cute story with a cute twist in the end. And the parents will be led around by his little sister. Will he like that or not? Well, I don't know. It's a little bit of a cliffhanger, but a really fun and enjoyable book to read. This one is called Maisy, Charley and the Wobbly Tooth by Lucy Cousins. If you're familiar with Lucy's books, the illustrations are always colorful, simple, and about cute animals. So this book is about a first dentist visit because of a loose tooth. The crocodile had a wobbly tooth and he was feeling a little scared. So his friends went with him, and when it was his turn to see the dentist, the mouse Maisy held his hand to give him courage. The dentist was really nice and made everything seem fun for the crocodile. When he was much calmer, he let the dentist take a look, and it was his baby tooth ready to fall out. So the dentist taught him how to brush his teeth and gave him a book about teeth. So he goes home, says goodbye, and one day while he was brushing his teeth, it finally came out. He was really happy and it was finally out, and he's looking forward next to the Tooth Fairy's visit. How funny is that? If you have any kids that are about to see a dentist for the first time, this is a great way to sort of ease their way into the experience. My daughter has yet to visit a dentist, so I'm hoping this will show her that there's nothing to be afraid of. So hopefully this book will work. This book is called In the Red Canoe by Leslie A. Davidson. This book is all about the bond between a grandparent and grandchild and invites nature lovers of all ages along for the ride. The illustrations are beautifully painted. Each page has like a paragraph with rhyming sentences. You get to see the nature, the animals, the surrounding forest, and all while spending time with his grandfather on a boat. Soon, the day becomes night and it was time to return, and the boy wishes for more days like this one with his grandfather on the red canoe. A lovely story, great book to read to your kids so that they could see how they could spend time with their own grandparents and have fun, build memories, and bond together. So I really recommend this book. It's a lovely, lovely book to read. The next book I have here is by one of my favorite authors, Kit Chase. It's called Charley's Boat. I have one of Kit's books called Oliver's Tree, which I will get around to reviewing it when I have the time. So this book is about Charley not having as much fun. All of his friends seem to be having fun and doing better than he is at catching fish, but he only caught sticks. So because he had so many sticks, he got an idea of building a boat. So he and his friends each built a boat, and then they decided to have a race. Now Charley was feeling pretty confident about his boat because it was big, but soon he finds out that it's not as fast and it finishes last. So Charley was feeling really down. His friends decided to help him feel better by building a better boat that will help him to catch fish, and in the end he did. A really sweet story about friendship between three friends. The illustrations are beautiful and the animals are just cute. I fell in love with the book from just the illustrations alone. I really recommend reading this book to your kids. The last book I have here is called Ninja by Arree Chung. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This book is about a boy who thinks that he is a ninja. So he has all of these ninja tools, which are just regular stuff. And then he goes around the house sneaking, running and jumping like a ninja. He pretends that his enemy is his dad. And look at that, he jumped on his dad, surprising him. He even goes around to use his ninja skills on stealing his sister's milk. Look at that. Mission accomplished. The sister loves her brother being the ninja and tries to copy what he does but falls down. He got scolded. Look at that, dishonored. He even thinks like a ninja. He decides to teach his sister on the ways of becoming a ninja, and they both have fun becoming a ninja. A really cute and funny story about sibling relationship and just having fun together at pretend play. The illustrations are wonderfully drawn and colorful. Just a really cute and funny story. I recommend reading this book to your kid. So that's all I have for this library book haul. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch more of my library book haul videos or my other videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And with that, see you next time. Bye!